some chocolatey, delicious cookies and cream donuts. You ready to tell them what we need?
First, the egg goes first.
Yep. First, we're going to put in an egg.
Yeah, you have to.
You do need an egg.
You have to put in the egg first.
Okay, so we have egg, milk, oil, vinegar, and vanilla, and that's going to be our first round of ingredients, and I'll give you the measurements as we put them in. All right, let's do the egg. Okay, good. Ooh. You got to make sure you're over the bowl. All right, so we have our egg. Now we're going to pour in 1/3 cup milk.
All of it?
Yep. Very good. And we have 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. Very careful. There you go. Ta-da! Good job. And we have 2 teaspoons of white vinegar, which is
Yep, which is really easy to pour because there's just a teeny bit.
Mm-hmm. And then we have 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Thank you for being so careful. All right. So we're going to mix our liquid ingredients together until they're well blended. And then we'll be back to add 1 more ingredient. Our liquid ingredients are all mixed together. Now we're going to mix in some brown sugar. Nope, that's not brown sugar. Brown sugar. Nope, in here. Alright, we're going to mix in our brown sugar, and then we're going to mix in our dry ingredients. For our dry ingredients, did I tell you how much brown sugar we had? 1/3 cup. 1/3 cup of brown sugar. For our dry ingredients, we have 1/3 cup of cocoa powder. We have 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour. We have 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder and 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So we have our cocoa powder and flour right here, and we're going to go ahead and mix in our baking soda, baking powder, and salt.
I want to whisk it now.
Yep. So we're going to just use a whisk to whisk the dry ingredients together.
It doesn't matter what whisk it is, but you should not use this.
Yeah, unless you want a big cloud of powdery stuff flying around your kitchen. Okay, so we're going to mix in our dry ingredients until the batter is nice and smooth, and then we'll be back to show you how to pipe it into your donut pan. Okay, our batter is all nice and mixed, and you can tell it's very thick. And now we're going to add in 4 crushed Oreos.
It's not 4.
It was 4 crushed Oreos. 4 whole Oreos crushed. I guess I could be more specific, huh? So go ahead and mix those in. That looks good. Do you want me to help you? It's a little thick. All right. Our Oreos are nice and mixed in. Now you'll want to use a zip top bag, and that's what we're going to use to pipe the batter into our donut pan. So we have our donut pan here. This donut pan makes 12 donuts. However, we are only going to, this recipe only makes 6. So 6 of them will be filled. You'll want to make sure you grease the pan before you put them in. We have our bag here. We're going to take our bag, and we're going to scoop the batter into it. You're going to hold the bag open for me. That's why I told you to hold it tight. I don't know why that's so funny. We have our batter in the bag. We're going to go ahead and zip it closed. Try and get some of the extra air out of the top of it. We don't have a big balloon in our hands. And then
chocolate.
A big chocolate balloon. Now we're going to cut the tip off of the bag and fill our donut pan.
I want to.
Scissors, please. Scissors, please.
Okay.
Thank you. Let me cut it, please. Because if we cut it too big or too little, we will have some trouble. So you want to cut the bag to where it's about probably 3/4 of an inch cut that you're making. That way your Oreo pieces fit through. You don't want our Oreo chunks not to fit. So now we're just going to go around our donut pan in the circle.
How am I going to do it?
Fill it. Like so. And we're going to continue doing that till all 6 are full. So this actually ended up making 7 donuts. If you have I think our donut pan has a little bit smaller size donuts. So if it's a basic size donut pan, it will make 6. And we are going to bake these at 350 degrees for 10 minutes or until a toothpick comes out of the center clean. You ready to put them in the oven? Let's do it. Our donuts are done. It took them exactly 8 minutes. As you can see, they kind of puff up a little bit, so some of ours lost their regular size donut hole. This is what the bottom looks like. If you want to flip them over, they look more uniform, but I kind of like the character that they have on top.
Yeah.
You like the character they have on top? Yeah. All right. So since our donuts are done, they're nice and cool. We let them cool for about 20 minutes. We did stick them in the fridge for about 5 minutes while we gathered all of our things for our white chocolate frosting. And now we're going to make our frosting. Are you ready?
What ingredient do we do first?
The first one is going to be the powdered sugar. So we have 1 3/4 cups of powdered sugar. A little bit got on our donuts. Good thing we like sugar on donuts, huh? And now we're going to add in 2 tablespoons of milk. And then we have 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And we're going to very carefully and slowly stir it together. You can go a little bit faster than that. Now we have 1/2 cup of white chocolate chips that we melted. We're going to pour that in. You want to hold it while I scoop the chocolate in?
Smells good. It looks good.
It does smell really good.
Yeah, it looks good.
Nice and chocolatey. Get all that good white chocolate in there. Okay. Oh no, you got some on your hand. Darn it. Okay, so now we're going to just mix in this white chocolate and then we're going to dip our donuts. Yay! Are you excited to dip the donuts? I am too.
I want to dip it.
You'll want to make sure that when you add the chocolate, that the mixture that you already have in here is not cold. If it is, it'll get really thick really quick. And you can just heat it up in the microwave for about 10-second intervals and just make sure you're stirring it regularly so you don't burn it. And that will loosen it up enough to where you can dip your donuts. So are you ready? Let me show you how first, okay? I'll show you with this one. So you'll hold it upside down. You'll hold it by the bottom half. And then you'll take it straight down. Kind of turn it a little bit. And then pull it straight up. Oh, that worked. Let some extra drip off here. Oh, look at that. And then once we have it covered in chocolate, we're going to sprinkle some Oreos on top. Like so. Before the chocolate dries. And make them all pretty. Did you check the middle? Is there chocolate in the middle? Oh yeah. Good job. Or if you kind of twist it. Oh, yeah, there. It broke off. I'm going to sprinkle some Oreos on this one. Alright, so we're going to continue dipping our donuts, and then we'll come back to try one and let you know how delicious they are.
Probably so delicious, like 100.
To 100? Alright, let's see. We are all done dipping our donuts. We did notice one thing, since our donuts were so cold, as we were dipping, it obviously made the chocolate topping cold as well. So we did have to pause about halfway through and heat it up for another 10 seconds and continue dipping, but then we were good. And then, of course, we sprinkled some Oreos on top, as you can see. You ready to try one? Oh, you lost the Oreos.
Okay.
You gonna try it? It's a big donut. It looks good. Is it good? Yay! Yay! Alright, well, we hope you enjoy these tasty, tasty donuts just as much as we do. And we'll see you on the next video.
Bye.